I'm Tim Barkley with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and we're here at a wonderful, wonderful lake house owned by Howard and Kay Krauss of Carolina Kitchens, and we're also speaking with their daughter, Jami Koontz. How are you doing, ladies?
Great, thanks.
We're doing very well, thank you.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for having us out to your beautiful lake house, and we're here to talk about we're going to be writing a story in Charleston Home and Design Magazine in our homework department, and homework is a department we have where we ask some of the companies that are in Charleston Home and Design Magazine to take us into their own home and show us what they've done in their own home that relates to the work that they do here in Charleston. And Howard and Kay Krauss are the owners of Carolina Kitchens. Is that right?
That's correct.
And how long has Carolina Kitchens been around?
25 years this year.
25 years, and it's a family business. Jami, you are also part of the business?
I am. I've been there for 4 years.
Fantastic. And what do you do at Carolina Kitchens, Jami?
I do sales and marketing and outside sales.
Gotcha. This is a beautiful, beautiful kitchen that we're in, and this is kind of a weekend getaway, summer type home for the Krausses. Is that right?
It is. Yeah, we spend pretty much every weekend in the summer up here.
And just tell us about your thought processes. What went into the design of your lake house here on Lake Marion in the Sumter area, and particularly what went into the design here in this beautiful kitchen.
My first priority was cleanliness, ease of upkeep. And just to be very, very low maintenance. That's a good term. That was my first priority, and to keep the lines very sleek.
And let's talk about the low maintenance aspect of the kitchen. What makes this a low maintenance kitchen?
The countertops, the stainless steel, just the lack of filler, fancy on the doors. Doors are so very plain and shaker style that they're very easy to keep. The stainless steel hardware, which is easy to keep, and everything is just very lineal.
Yeah, and the shaker style cabinets that you're referring to, kind of describe what is shaker style for our listeners and viewers.
Shaker door style is just a very, very simple recessed panel door. I can show you right behind you, but basically these have an extremely wide rail, which is a nice feature too. So they're, I would say a larger shaker door than some of them that you see. But it's nice because you don't have a lot of dust hang up. It's a very clean, simple door.
They're also a little less expensive than some of the more ornate cabinet doors. Is that right?
Correct. They're very cost effective.
That's great, and I notice these cabinets are painted. Is that right?
Well, part of them are. Part of them are painted, and the other part is a dark stain.
Gotcha.
Cherry.
Right. So we've got painted cabinets here and on the base, and then here on the island. And also the cabinets over the cooktop and over near the refrigerator area are those are cherry dark with a dark stain.
Yes, a Wenge stain is what it's called, which is sort of almost black.
Gotcha. Why the two-tone? Why did you go with two different colors for the cabinetry in the one kitchen?
I just like that look. It's a very popular look right now to mix it up like that, and it just gives some additional interest.
A lot of people are doing that. Any particular reason you're seeing folks do that?
I think that some people just like to have the contrast, that painting a whole kitchen might be too much or not enough of a differential for them. But if you can mix a wood and a painted tone, it gives a nice warmth to a house.
That's great. And we've got this beautiful stainless steel countertop. This looks like it is just a breeze to keep clean, huh?
It is. Little Windex, and it's sparkling again.
So we've talked about the cabinetry, and let's just take a second and tell us about the brand name for this cabinetry.
It's Ultracraft. They're out of Liberty, North Carolina. It's a European frameless cabinet line. They can do anything from super, super modern to a very traditional look, semi-custom price point, and they can really achieve any look that we're going for.
What does it mean when you say frameless or European style?
Frameless means that there's not an actual face frame on the cabinet box, so the doors actually attach to the box, which then leaves you a bigger inside cabinet box and a different, we don't have a drawer here. The drawer boxes are actually bigger as well because you don't have the face frame set in on the front of the cabinet. So you have more usable space.
More usable space. And
the doors are completely full overlay. So you have no gaps in the doors butting up against each other.
And when someone chooses a frameless or European style cabinetry, is that more expensive or less expensive than another type?
It depends. On average, I would say it's normally about 10% less than a framed cabinet. But depending on the box construction, there's so many variables in cabinetry.
So they could end up getting paying a little bit less, but they end up having more storage space.
Correct.
Great. And so, what are some of the features that within the cabinetry that you have in these cabinets that anyone could go to Carolina Kitchens and get these same type of accessories for their cabinets? Can you kind of show us some of those?
Well, we have this, I don't know if you can see this, but great pull-out here that's very sturdy. We use it as our liquor cabinet. But it can be for anything. But it does have the bottle rings there to hold bottles upright. So, we also have a great cutlery drawer here that you can always know where everything's supposed to go. Cut out exactly for the specific knives and utensils.
And it fits in there perfectly. So is that something that Decora provides?
This is Ultracraft.
Excuse me, Ultracraft. I apologize.
Okay. Yes, you can get it through them.
Great.
Over here we have a great spice rack, which we've placed like right next to the stove, obviously, or the cooktop.
Everything.
I use that all the time.
Yeah. It's perfect placement right next to where you're cooking, and this looks like a nice little prep area right here.
Right, and we have another one on the other side for overflow. And then we have these great big deep drawers that hold all the pots and pans. I love that. No stooping and pulling things out from underneath.
Everything, all these drawer accessories and inserts look very, very sturdy and look like they're really going to hold up over time.
And they're great with that soft close feature. Closes itself, and you can't break push it in too hard.
No slamming doors.
No slamming doors. No, you got to find something else to do. And then, let's see, we have the pull-out trash. Double trash, so you can recycle. You can get these even larger with 3 bins, or you can just get 1 bin. And that's a good bit of our accessories.
Okay, good deal. It's a beautiful kitchen. If a customer came to Carolina Kitchens and said, "This is the kind of look I'm looking for in my kitchen," tell us how Carolina Kitchens would be able to assist a homeowner as far as that goes. Would it just be for the cabinetry or for other items as well?
We can do other items as well. We can do the countertops, and some people prefer to go, on their own directly, but we can do it all. We do not sell appliances, but we can help select appliances, help them work their appliances into their design that they want. We have all the cabinet hardware that they could ever want. So we do not do lighting either, but we have people we work with and can work with their people if necessary.
So it sounds like folks can, if they wanted it to be a completely turnkey type of project, they could go to Carolina Kitchens, and even though you don't sell the lighting or the appliances, you really could help a homeowner make sure that their selections for lighting and appliances fit perfectly in with the overall design. And then if a homeowner wanted to be a little bit more independent and just buy, say, get the kitchen design from Carolina Kitchens and the cabinetry and so forth, they'd be able to go on their own and shop for some of the other selections for the kitchen.
Absolutely. We'll do as much or as little as they would like us to do. We'll be as helpful as we can be within the parameters they set for us. And if they want us to help pick other items or help them, make the right choices, we'll do that. But if they want to go on their own, they're welcome, and we'll just make sure it works within our design.
Well, let's kind of we started with the cabinetry because it definitely dominates the space, but just looking around the space, we've got is it 15-foot ceilings here?
14-foot.
14-foot ceilings. That really just gives you a great sense of space and openness, and really makes you feel very comfortable in a space. I'm just picturing what it would be like if these were only 8-foot ceilings, and you'd really feel closed in, wouldn't you?
You would. It would not have the same feel at all. Yeah, the height is all this makes this room.
And you, how would you describe the paint colors that you've chosen for the room?
Well, they're very soft. It started with the tile on the floor and went from there. So that determined the color of the cabinetry, as well as the wall colors and the trim color. And I custom mixed them until I got it what I wanted.
That happens sometimes, where a homeowner maybe they fall in love with a particular color of a countertop or granite or something like that, and then that becomes what they end up using the basis for the rest of the kitchen. Do you find that with your customers do that?
Some do. Some have a definite idea because they have found that one thing that they just absolutely fell in love with, and then others, they pick the base last. They come in and they have a specific color they want their cabinets to be, and then they work around that. So it's everybody has a different way they go about it.
And the one thing I guess you'd say is everything has a very neutral look. So it seems like this kind of look would appeal to just about anybody, and they could introduce different colors just to brighten things up if they wanted to.
Absolutely. I do like the neutral look. That's just me personally. Everybody that's come in seems to like the very neutral look that we have here. Plus, it's also very calming, and it's cool feeling in the summer when it's very hot outside.
Right. How about the countertops? These are, I guess they call them engineered stone. These are Zodiac countertops?
It is. This is Zodiac. It's an engineered granite. Yeah, it's granite particulates that they then bind together. It's as hard as granite. You don't have to seal it because it's impervious. And it has a more consistent color. Whereas granite may, vary from sheet to sheet. This is pretty much the same all the way through.
Gotcha. Moving on, we've got this beautiful backsplash on the other side of the kitchen. Tell me about that. It looks like you kind of did a takeoff of that very popular subway tile look.
I did. They're glass subways, and I got those at Dow Tile, and got them because of the color, matching colors, again, and then did the accent with the little other glass tiles in the different colors for just a little bit of color.
Did you have an interior designer help you with all these different selections and choosing of the colors, or was that just from your years of experience?
No, I did it all on my own. That's just from the experience and looking at these types of things day after day.
Right. But not every homeowner, I guess, possesses that ability. Is Carolina Kitchens able to help a homeowner with selecting, the different color schemes that would go into a kitchen?
Oh, absolutely. We have some designers that are really good at that, very artistic and very good. In fact, Cheryl, I believe, has a degree in design and interior design, and the other girls are very good too.
That's great. Well, I think it's nice to know for our listeners and viewers that they don't have to have be able to have to come to the table with all of the ideas. They could just say, this is a picture I saw in a magazine or something, and that's the kind of look I'm going for. What kinds of suggestions would you make to homeowners if they they were looking to have a new kitchen? What should they bring to Carolina Kitchens?
They need to do exactly what you just said. They need to go through magazines and pull out pictures that they like, the looks that they like, and why they like them. If it's specifically a color or it's just a feel about that picture, so that when they come to talk to us, we have an idea of which way to go with them, how to help them best. They also need to have a very good idea of budget, because that's obviously a deciding factor of what we need to show them. And also, if it's a remodel, they need to have pictures of their existing space so we can see what we're looking at. This is just to get us started.
Probably room measurements too.
Room measurements help a lot. Although we aren't going to ask them to be exact on them, but if they can give us approximate dimensions, at least we've got an idea of the space that we're going to have to deal with.
Gotcha. And then just moving on down, looking at the tile flooring, I understand that that you have tile throughout your entire lake house.
We do. We tiled both the first floor and the second floor completely. With most of it's all the same tile.
And any particular reason why you decided to choose tile and specifically and a hard surface like tile in general?
Just for upkeep, and because we have dogs in and out, and the sand and the water, and I didn't want to have to worry about hardwood or carpet of any sort. It's very easy to keep. I can mop it and vacuum it and be done.
Goes with that low maintenance idea that you hope to achieve with your lake house.
Absolutely. We're here to relax, not work.
Right. Well, good deal. Just we're looking at some of the lighting. We've got these very interesting square shaped shades over the dining area. Tell me about those.
Again, that's the pendants, the large pendants, because of the high ceiling and the large area here. I wanted something fairly big, but also contemporary looking. Got those at Ferguson, and the girl there that helped me was just fabulous.
That's great. Okay, well, this is the main kitchen, of course, but there's also I was looking at this little alcove area and this door, and I was assuming that was the pantry, but quite surprised when we walked in at the size of this pantry. This is almost like a whole nother kitchen in here.
It is almost.
Come on in here, Kay, and just let. So you've got a whole nother section. It's a walk-in pantry with rows and rows of more of cabinetry in here. And now, is this a different paint color in here?
The walls are the same. The cabinetry is just off-white, which makes probably the walls look a little different.
Mm-hmm. So it's a different finish on this cabinetry than is out in the kitchen? Correct.
Right. These are just an off-white, sort of a cream color.
Gotcha. So that makes it very convenient to be able to walk in here to your pantry area, and looks like there's room for a freezer perhaps for the future.
Correct. We just have not put it in yet.
Gotcha. And you've got a laundry area and a wash basin right here for overflow. Fantastic. Well, good deal. Well, anything else you'd like to add about your beautiful kitchen here in your lake house?
I can't think of anything else other than, the frameless, like Jami said, gives you so much more access.
And tell everyone where Carolina Kitchens is located and how folks can get in touch with Carolina Kitchens.
We are at 2491 Clements Ferry Road, 1.2 miles off of 526, and our phone number is 856-8255.
How about a website?
www.carolinakitchens.net.
Okay, good deal. Well, we have been speaking with Kay Krauss and Jami Koontz with Carolina Kitchens, and just have to thank you folks so much for allowing us into your beautiful home and for telling us and our listeners and viewers so much about your beautiful kitchen. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.